Hello, you lovely people. Welcome back to our cozy space. It's me, Jani. I am a third year junior standing BS Nutrition student at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. This video is for incoming freshies or my batchmates who are watching who want to learn more about BS Nutrition. This is all based on experience from shifting, my standing, and not really objective because college experience really depends on the person. This video is going to be starting out with a Q&A, story time type of sharing of what's in my bag. This is my bag. I bought it from Shiftee for my birthday last week. It's so cute. Okay, anyway, we're going to have a desk tour. So there's a whiteboard here and the FEL, which I'll be talking about in a bit. And I'm also gonna talk about some schedule considerations for your enlistment in the next semester. Yep, I'll just jump right in. So first question is, I wrote it down on my notebook. How did you get accepted into BS Nutrition? If you've been on my channel before, I was a BA Sociology student at the same university. I spent 3 years there and I've applied every year, to be honest, to get into BS Nutrition. I shifted into BS Nutrition because I wanted to focus on public health and how to gain the exact skills, assessment skills, and practices to address these directly. I wrote this down. I applied on the second semester, at the end of the second semester of the year 2022 to 2023, the second semester or end of second semester of the year 2023 to 2024, and finally, the first semester of the academic year 2024 to 2025. I'm currently a batch 2024 student, even though I shifted into the second semester of that batch. I was able to do this because I took prerequisite courses while I was still in BA Sociology because we had free electives at the time. I took ABT 11, HNF 141, which is Food and Nutrition Systems, if I remember right. And I also took Chem 18 and 18.1, alongside of maybe 2 to 3 other general education courses or GEs, and 1 social course. That period of my life was very exhausting because I am just one random BA Sociology student, a BA student after a long time in hard science courses. My last hard science course was when I was a freshman, when I was in senior high school, which was in 2022. So what I found most difficult in that period was trying to figure out how to get in. I applied so many times and I was informed during the latter years of my applications that they do prefer those who reflect the skill sets or prerequisites of courses that are required in BS Nutrition. Hence, I took chemistry so I could catch up with batch 2024. So how did I get accepted? I tried to shape myself into getting accepted. And honestly, you don't know their entire criteria. All I know is I did take chemistry, so it could add bonus points apart from my GWA. Next question. What are some of the challenges going from BA to BS? Number 1 is the workload. The workload in BA Sociology was primarily concerned with individual reading time, group discussions. So collaboration was in group discussions, but you can read individually. Whereas with the workload I had in BS Nutrition, there are study times beyond class hours. You had to bring home worksheets, exercises, where sometimes you have to submit pre and post exercises. Submit a paper before an experiment is done. You have a quiz during that laboratory, and after the lab, you still have to submit something. That was something I really had to get used to, all the extra effort. into example, buying ingredients on top of the worksheets you need to submit. It's a lot of different things you need to submit in a short amount of time. The second adjustment I had was in terms of study habits. So as I said, you can do individual reading in a BA course or sociology, but I want to emphasize here the difference between having a right and wrong answer. In BA sociology, you are taught how to be critical of every single structure, behavior, social group inside a scenario or in society. So there is no right or wrong answer, but there are different angles you can take. However, in BS Nutrition, what I did learn is, although there is there is a right answer for a lot of questions, especially in the clinical aspect. There is a wrong answer, especially in terms of calculations. It was a little difficult to ensure that I was on track all the time with the most optimal answer. So that was a difference that I wanted to emphasize in terms of studying. So yes, there was more memorization in BS Nutrition compared to my BA course. Third, environment. I think as a Shiftee, this was my experience, it is quite difficult to catch up with those who had super classmates who are within the same age group. I'm low-key old now. It was very difficult. And another factor was because I shifted in the second semester. So although I'm following the same curriculum pacing, they didn't see me in the first semester of their stay in the university. So they already formed cliques, joined organizations, and have super classmates that they want to be super classmates with forever. So I think that was difficult. So my best friends are definitely my co-shiftees. I love you guys. We also have the shared struggles of adjusting to courses, super excited, and yeah, very similar. So love your co-shiftees. Now, the next question I want to talk about or answer is, what are some expectations and unexpected things about BS Nutrition? This is specifically for freshies. So number one, I thought that BS Nutrition focused on disease-specific care, particularly making diet plans for those with diabetes, preventative care or things not to eat or things to eat, as someone with hypertension, or dietary habits of someone with PMOS, right? It is true, yes, we do have that. However, BS Nutrition and UPLB is beyond the clinical aspect. You have the food service department, yes. Food service aspects where you design menus, you make recipes, you conduct fine dining experiences or catering. And you also have public health, where you go outside of the classroom to assess nutritional status of individuals, communities, make programs, and education. So it's beyond disease-specific care. Next, I expected to focus primarily on nutrition courses when I got in. I am aware, and I was aware, that there's a lot of extra courses like accounting, genetics, microbiology. I knew that. It's obviously in the curriculum. But I thought that I would focus more of my energy and time on my courses in my major. Boy, I was wrong. The chem series took a lot of my time and energy, mental physical health to finish it. It took a lot more effort than my BS Nutrition courses. Especially, to name a few, Chem 40, which is organic chemistry, which you will take after Chem 18, which I think you get in your first semester in the university. I'm pretty sure. That was really hard. It was really hard, period. You have a lot of drawing to do, memorization of reagents, etc. Another course that I dedicated way more time and energy into compared to my BS Nutrition courses at the time was accounting. I am not good at accounting. I'm not good with numbers. I don't have the best problem-solving skills, to be honest. It was very hard, and I'm very grateful for my amazing group mates I'm able to do, and well, I passed the course. I was able to do it, but I was really slow for the time being given to solve such problems. And number 3, there is no math in BS Nutrition. That's right, there is no physics course, there is no calculus course, math 27, 26, absolutely none. But we often have a calculator on hand because there are calculations in BS Nutrition. I mean, we know that there's calorie counting apps or calorie counting, total energy requirement, or something that you see on a DEXA scan at an expensive gym like the TDEE or a TER. But there's more to that. There's other ways of calculating height based on how you're taking the height. There's also BMI. There is also, I wrote here, measuring conversions, which I have not mastered yet. I think it's pretty difficult trying to remember how to convert gallons, pints, cups, and things. Not good at that at all. So yeah, there are computations, and it is not a math-free course. Absolutely not. So those are some expectations and reality check that I've had over the years in BS Nutrition. Now, the last question I have, I think, for the Q&A part is, if you could talk to your freshie self, what would you say? I would say, number 1, make a formula sheet. From the get-go, from making your diet prescription, your meal plan, how to allocate your types of rice, make a Google Sheets or a formula sheet already. Percent adequacy. I know it's basic, but put the formula on a piece of paper, or just all of these computations. Just you need them throughout the years. Just focus and absorb during your first courses. I swear. Number 2, understand food science. I love that aspect. H&F 101. I love it because Ma'am Faye is an amazing professor. Great. Understand the composition of milk. So when you cook or when you make a meal or when you have laboratory, you understand what's happening. Understand the anatomy of a grain, endosperm, etc. What else? Also, like gluten. See, I already forgot. Honestly, I loved it when I was a freshie standing. What is it? Amylopectin and pectinase? That's not it. Amylopectin and it's another A. I'm gonna show it later. Here. Some pictures of things to familiarize yourself with. So, yeah, that's my advice. Understand why the food's like that. Not just, okay. Number 3, look up Filipino food recipes. I swear, meal plans cannot always just be sinigang, bulanglang, caldereta, tinola. There are other recipes that I should have known to put in meal prep, which I have done in our sports nutrition course this year. This mid-year, we had overnight oats for our clients' breakfast, which was fun. So yeah, look at more recipes. There's way more nutrient-dense options from regional cuisine or localizing food trends to make it more nutrient-dense. Your meal plan, it's hard to take into account the variety of foods that we want our client to try to incorporate in their diet. So yeah, that's enough for our Q&A. So now, let's go to the fun part. And I hope the microphone is catching on what I'm recording. I'm so scared that it's not. Okay. Now, let's go to what's in my bag. Okay. This is my bag again. So hello to my bag. Number 1 thing that I have in my bag is... Wait. Let me unzip it. I always have It's not in that one. I always have a stapler. I have a mini stapler with me because, especially from freshman year onwards, you're gonna have worksheets. You're gonna have excerpts that you need to staple together. Whether it may be from chemistry, microbiology, whatever, there's always gonna be a piece of paper you need to staple together. Especially when you have more references. In BS Nutrition excerpts so far, most of the references when you make papers, it's handwritten. Yes, girl. All your references, you're gonna write that. So you need a stapler if it's a lot. So I bring a mini stapler. Another essential in my bag, flashcards. It's gonna be burning. It's gonna be eye burning to constantly check your device for the slides, especially if you're studying late at night or early in the morning. Scrolling through 90 slides or 90 pages is not fun, especially when sometimes or most of the time there are 2 slides on 1 page and it's 50 pages. Yeah, it hurts your eyes. So I do suggest getting these. They're really cheap on Shopee as well. Or if you don't like using these, you get index cards. I love index cards. I'm a very index card fan. I write everything here before an exam, before a practical exam, before a lab exam. It's just easy to bring around. It's small to put in the bag. And I told you that there's quite a few memorization and analytical skills needed in BS Nutrition, so you gotta have it on hand quick, you know? So those are the 2 things in my bag. A stapler, definitely, index cards, and one thing I want to talk about, let me put my bag down. I do have a device when I go to school. Now, which device is better? I am very fortunate enough to be able to buy a laptop. I saved money from my earnings to buy a laptop. What I can say is my purchase was very worth it. It fell. My purchase for my laptop is very worth it because there are some features that look way better and act way smoother, such as Excel or Google spreadsheets, than on my tablet before. Editing on a phone is also a nightmare. However, I would recommend if we could be able to save up for a laptop to use it. I was also thinking about either purchasing a tablet or a laptop. At the time, my tablet broke down. And most of my BS Nutrition friends told me a laptop is the better investment, especially for thesis. Now, what I want to talk about in terms of my laptop is some of the apps and sites that I'm currently and almost always on as a BS Nutrition student. So let me just open them up real quick. So there are 3 that I'm often on. So the first is the PDRI. So let me show you. The PDRI is the Philippine Dietary Reference Intakes. They provide reference intakes across demographics and age groups for normal, healthy individuals, especially for their nutrient and energy intake. And my laptop is lagging, but I'm going to show that. You use this all the time. All the time. This is a reference for caloric intake for macronutrient distribution ranges. You can find this and download it. Most of my friends have printed this and they bring it along with them. Honestly, I think I should do that too. As you can see here, you have recommended nutrient intakes per day. You also have, for vitamins and minerals. Minerals is this one, and it is segregated across age groups, infants, children, adults, and there is also a special segment for pregnant and lactating. At the very bottom as well, you also have additional recommendations. In general, you will always be using this. Next thing or site that I always use is the Menu Eval Plus by DOST FNRI. So the Menu Eval Plus is like a shortcut, high quality way of computing nutrient composition, especially in evaluating a 24-hour food recall. We use this a lot, aside from referring to the FCT composition tables, which we've done in our early HNF years, but this is what it looks like. This website is your best friend. So the Menu Eval Plus, so far we've used it twice in my courses, in separate courses, and you simply input food items, food recipes, the dietary recall or the 24-hour food recall of your client or patient here, and it will compute its percent adequacy. It does show the percent adequacy if your client in that 24-hour food recall is reaching the macronutrients that they need. They also have micronutrients, or I forgot what they have on it. If there's vitamin A, I remember there is iron and I think riboflavin. So it's very helpful, visual, learner friendly as well because there are bars. Maybe I can show it here. All right, and the last site that I would definitely recommend, and you will be using it so much, is Google Sheets. As early as now, I would recommend that you make Google Sheets on the time that you learn how to make diet prescriptions, meal plans, food costing, as this is something you can share with your group mates and for yourself. Let me show you what we made with my group mate. So this is for HNF 126. Oh my god, I got scared. Okay. So as you can see here, you have this training day. Well, it's because our client is an athlete, so there's training and non-training day. We get to make a meal plan. So here you have to distribute exchanges of, example, vegetables, fruits, milk, sugar, types of rice, and types of meat, as well as fats, depending on the percent distribution that you have computed or come up with regards to reference values. So this is helpful because at least it's automated and you don't have to do it manually. It's quicker. So this is my personal sheets. So this is my FMAD computation sheets. It's low-key blinding, but as you can see, you have the ingredients, the as purchased price, the as purchased weight, I have low butt, and its unit cost. All the computations are here. This is ingredient yield factor. So when you want to make more serving sizes or adjust the recipe to have more servings, we have a yield factor adjustment. Recipe costing as well as here. I'm not that good at this, so I think I have to review this for the boards as well. And we also have standardized recipes. So I should have zoomed. So some recipe cards, which are going to be used almost all the time so far in my stay in BS Nutrition. So those are the 3 sites or applications that I currently revisit as a BS Nutrition student. So that's it for the things I want to talk about for my bag. Just normal college things to bring, I guess. But when you get your clinical uniform, or if you have a food service related course, never forget an extra hairnet for your friends if they forgot about it or it gets destroyed. It's a need, it's a must. You will get deductions if you do not have it on, which is valid because it's food safety. And if you have your clinical uniform, this is the exciting part. Fun fact, I got this before I shifted it to BS Nutrition. I use this as a manifesting stick of sorts. This is my one wish willow. I don't know. This is my nameplate. It says my name and BS Nutrition, Bachelor of Nutrition, at the bottom. You can buy this at PAN-AO, one of the organizations for nutrition students in UPLB. Now that we're done with my bag, I want to talk about my desk. So, desk tour, what's on it? Let's talk about the one that just fell. I love whiteboards. It gets me motivated to study. It reminds me straight to my face what I have to do. Yeah. So this is my schedule, if you can see. And these are my best friends. So this is my best friends, and this is my partner. So shout out to them. They're in the shot. So I guess I want to discuss what a whiteboard does for me. And I do recommend getting it. Shopee as well, or National Bookstore. It helps keep a lot of deadlines in check. There's a lot of group work in BS Nutrition as you go up. And I would always put them first. I try my best to, and I put all of them here. And at this point in time, yeah, just get a whiteboard, to be honest. And another thing that you can see, this is the DOST FNRI Food Exchanges List. So this is a beautiful book. It is very colorful, and you will use this all the time. You will use this to find exchanges, their macros of different food groups. Now let's give an example. Oh, you can see here. Maybe I'll just show you this part. So for vegetables, for this food exchange group, there are 3 carbohydrates, 1 gram of protein, no fat, and 16 kcal, or 16 calories. For meat, it depends if they are low fat, medium fat, high fat. Similar to rice A, B, C, they have different protein content, and you will see a lot of types of food here. There's even pictures of food. Oils as well are here, and there are selected food groups as well. So example, what's something I like eating? Example, cookies. I have a sweet tooth. Or wait, is there brownies? No. Oh, I like banana cake. I love banana cake. Okay, so here. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Here it says banana cake. Banana cake, for this, it says 50 grams, which is 1 slice. So if your client says 1 slice, and then you show them in your food kit the little stack, if it matches up approximately, it is classified as 1 exchange of rice B, 1 exchange of fat, and 1 exchange of sugar, and has 165 calories. 1 exchange of rice B means that it is medium protein, 23 grams of carbohydrates with 2 grams of protein. And it also means it is 1 exchange of fat, which has 5 grams of fat. And it also is 1 exchange of sugar, so 5 grams of carbohydrates. So that's how you use it. You use this especially for making menu plans, recipes, so you can see their macros as well. Yeah, so that's the book. Show you now. Wait, I think I'm done. Am I right? That's crazy. Oh, no, sorry. Last one. Now, I want to talk about some schedule considerations. So, in terms of enlistment, one thing that I've learned about BS Nutrition is it's so hard to schedule. It is so hard to schedule because of how blocky everything looks. A 3-hour lab? Like, this is a God-sent schedule because every day, except Monday, from 1 to 4, I have a laboratory class. I put the location. I like this time because I need to eat. That is my priority. It's a nightmare to schedule. But one thing I want to talk about is, are you a morning bird or a night owl? As you can notice from my schedule, I'm a morning person. These are Tuesday to Friday, 7 a.m. classes. I will wake up early. I will bike early. Anything but a 4 to 7 p.m. class. It matters because you want to make sure you can absorb information on time, in time, and regularly, as much as possible. Absorb information. So you have to know, are you a night person, a night owl, or a morning bird? Next, magkadikit, sunod-sunod, or may bakante. I don't know how to phrase this in a different way, but some of my friends like their schedule being consecutive, I guess, just like one big block of classes. Walang break, walang lunchtime, walang ganon. Tapos na. Gusto nila, example, morning, yung morning nila, walang pasok. Hapon nila, 1 to 7, punong-puno. They like that. Because their brains work better, they want their day to be done, or they have extracurricular activities. I like mine spaced. Because when the time an exam comes, I want the ability to study in between. And again, food is my priority. So you have to figure that out. If it would help you to get your day done all one go, so you can do stuff after, you drain your energy now, replenish it right after later. Or do you want to sustain your energy throughout the day and I guess have small frequent feeding? And lastly, we have to consider our uniform, equipment, and exer requirements. Some of my friends have done whole day uniform day. Example, in the morning, may naka-clinical uniform sila. Tapos sa hapon, naka-chef's uniform naman sila. For them, it works. Isang no OOTD day. Laba, same day. For them, it works. It is physically exhausting, but at least laundry load-wise, fit check-wise, it's already set for the day. But sometimes, and other times, you have to consider, kaya ko ba magdala ng ingredients for my food service or menu development class? Tapos, mamaya, dadalhin ko yung food kit ko? Or magkasunod ba yun? I think I experienced that, like having to bring ingredients and a food kit. Maybe I can show that in a bit. And lastly, on time mo ba masusubmit yung exercises mo? Yung clinical courses in UPLB or from the nutritional sciences are very strict with the deadline. They are training us to be punctual, to have discipline in submitting quality outputs because the deadline was discussed prior. There is a ginormous deduction if you submit late. Especially kung group work yan, edi kawawa ka, kawawa yung mga ka-groupmates mo. So never, ever, 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 ever submit late for a nutritional sciences or clinical nutrition class. No, no, no. So if you're not a morning person, again if you have a choice to make your schedule, because this is UP, it's hard to get units. But anyway, if you had the choice and if you could, if hindi ka naman morning person, tapos yung gusto mo ay ilagay yung HNF 122, 123 class mo sa umaga, tapos may deadline, you have to ensure that you do it prior. Kasi yun nga, big deductions and wag naman magpuyat, guys. Ayun. So, I think those are the things that I would say you should classify or consider when making your schedule. I'll just put this down here. And I guess I can just go through a quick run through of my food recall kit. Give me 1 second. And I'm back. Okay, this is my food recall kit. I drew this and I'm so proud of it. It's so cute. Pinggang Pinoy. And my bike destroyed the side. It's beautiful. I love this so much. Anyway, so this is my food recall kit. We use this when taking 24-hour food recalls, and it is a major individual requirement for the introductory course in BS Nutrition. And as I am part of Sulong Nutrition, an NGO for health advocates, BSND, or already RNDs, for promoting accessible healthcare services as well as nutrition care in the community and across the Philippines, these food kits are being used. In community programs, these are being used. So inside, I'm gonna redo it before my internship. I don't like how it turned out. We have some dry clay models of food. So you can show your clients if it looks like this, if they eat this, if it's this particular size. So, and it also says the macros from, this is from the, my brain's lagging. Food composition table. So this is from the FCT, I think. Information, yes. Because this says as purchased and edible weight. So we have those. Oh, I'm gonna show you my favorite. This is one matchbox size exchange. A bangus. I really ate with that bangus, guys. Look at that. That's insane. It's even charred at the back. This is my prized possession. And it is literally a matchbox size exchange. She's beautiful. She looks realistic. So, milkfish smoked, medium fat meat, 1 slice, 30 grams. Yeah. My rice is looking a little funky. This is half? Yeah. This is half a cup because this is one exchange of rice, which has 23 grams. Oh, wait. Am I right? Yeah. 23 grams of carbohydrates, 2 grams of protein, 0 fat, and 100 calories. Half a cup of rice. You also have a liquid measuring cup to also use to their reference. These are also important. You have your tablespoon, teaspoons here. Example, when you ask how much oil they use for their recipe. And this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the stack. So you can ask, example, if they ate banana cake, how tall? How tall? So you can take the dimensions of these. Was it longer? Was it a lot? Was there multiple of these? What else is in here? There's the food recall at the bottom. I can show that. There's also a ruler. Yeah. Sample form. Woo! So sample 24R food recall. I always have this here. I low-key forgot about it. Yes, you're gonna be making this and take care of it. So as I said, BS Nutrition, there's a lot of things to learn from it. Not just about yourself, how you study, who you are, who you surround yourself with, but as a degree program itself, it has so much potential, and I hope we learn to love it. I hope you learn to love it. Yes, it's really overwhelming, expensive, time-consuming, a lot of cons, but I am truly happy to be able to shift into this degree program, and I hope you guys learned a lot and kind of saw all the equipment, all of the papers, all of the applications we used in this course. So thank you very much for watching this extremely long video, and I hope you have a good one. Bye, you lovely people!